Good morning,
Hey,
fans. Hello and welcome to the greenest show in crypto land.
mic check 1 2 1 2.
Good morning, good morning.
We got Elmeyer here, we got DJ here, we got BPK here, and of course, we got the first in the chat today, Nom Nom, and the
Oh,
first loser,
congrats!
SE. Hello there.
Thanks
On
for
the
tuning in, you
69.
guys.
Thanks, yeah. Alan is here as well. Who else joined in? Louis the Third. Oh, that's a new name. What is that? Moist Mutu 78.
Oh, okay, that one, yeah.
I've seen him actually. No, I remember. I'm not good with names, but I'm good with
faces.
logos. Yeah, with faces I'm good. Dougie, Finbeer, hey. Hexicans, Melf Tony, the usual suspects. They're all here. Everybody's here. Crypto Gains Club, morning. What's that? Is he setting a pirate flag? Pirate flag. Ahoy.
Wow.
Das is late. I'm not late. Maybe fashionably late. The only place where 1 hour stream is 56 minutes. Okay. Okay,
I
boys.
think this guy's might be Dorsey. I recognize the avatar. Spotted.
Hey y'all, Avalon.
Chat's going all dirty already.
Worst damn crypto show, period, he says. Bob Leguy. Period.
Respect.
But you have heard of us, and you are still watching us. Peter Sandy. And oh, what is that? Who is that? Morning from Athens in Greece, international
Wow.
Europe stream show.
Respect.
The Larry Tadlock show. Okay, cool. Welcome to our show. It's so green, it's all water powered.
I believe this is the only show where the majority of people are from Europe, right?
Yeah, due to the timing, I guess.
Yeah. It's also why I came on here, because it's the only show that was at a normal
decent time.
Yeah.
At a doable time, yeah. Like the effing hangout, that's like 4 in the morning. I can never do that shit.
Exactly. It's really hard. I try to get on there sometimes, but then it's like an all-nighter, and you stay in the green room after for like 3 hours, so you're awake until 6 a.m. in the morning or something.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm dying.
I think I
and then
did
the whole
twice.
next day is gone.
Yeah, I think I did that twice in all this time. So yeah.
I tried to do it one day,
good.
but off during my wait period, the dragon came in and told me to go to bed. So I had to go to bed. Exactly. What are you doing still awake?
Yeah,
Come to bed.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that sound.
Doozy.
when you listen to the door slowly creak.
Wow,
a
Alan.
very sleepy dragon comes in.
Yeah.
I onboarded Moist. You're welcome. I'm building an
Yeah,
army
right.
of trolls.
Oh my god. Thanks for the super chat.
Salute to Hexican. I'm here for boobs. Bobs. Bobs in the chat. Did you set your alarm?
Yeah.
The only European guy can watch without his wife linking him to late nights.
Yep.
No. Oh, and another one goes back. You're not the worst show. I was talking about this. The worst damn crypto show, period. What?
Yeah, that's like, who's that? That's Hex the Morgan and Tap. I think they're running this one. So that's always a funny show. Give those guys a follow.
Crypto show, period. 363 subscribers. I'm not sure I should subscribe because it would change it from a beautiful number to something else. That's worse.
We need to get it to 369. Let's do that on the show. It's the hex.
Oh, Alan is on the show.
Yeah.
He's shilling his show. That's why. I didn't get that part. Okay, I'll bite. I'll subscribe. I'll look into it. And look at that. Hey, whale. Whaley whales.
Guys. How you guys doing today?
Good morning. Fine, thanks.
The one and only whale zone.
And it's super green as well. Oh,
markets
the
are
show
green.
is super green.
Yes, they are.
Okay, wait, let's
Everything's pumping. It might be fake though. Watch out.
It's so blinding. Oh, the green is blinding me.
Enjoy it.
It's the worst, but it's green. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to them cats. They funny.
Yeah. Putting in that work.
Mm-hmm. That's it, baby.
Yep. So if we got any topics, we got nothing, right? Like
we got a few topics.
Got a few topics, a few memes.
But speaking of funny, yeah, let's go into memes. I have some memes.
Memeversity.
Yeah, I don't remember who posted them anymore. Like I'm losing count, reason and so on. But some are really well done. I like it.
Memes make the world go round nowadays, baby.
Yeah, we got the best memes in crypto.
That's it.
And then
that's funny.
This one.
That's from the meme universe.
Yeah, that's from me. Hey, Beardley is joining us as well.
Oy.
After all the drama, Richard Hart still following you after lots of drama happened in the community. I'm still wealthy. I saw a few people complaining like, "Oh no, I got unfollowed. He unfollowed me too." It's like, well, I'm waking up with sweat in the night dripping down my eyes. I'm like, am I still being followed? Am I still being followed?
I think it's funny. Don't you guys think that's funny? Like, you got these people worrying about RH following them, but they out here shilling bullshit. Like, that's the only reason RH stops following you if he does follow you. So you're the problem, not him. You know, you can't pretend to want to help people and
follows you.
The rules are known, like it's
like people acting brand new.
Yeah. People still don't get that in the Telegram chats even. They're still thinking it's okay to talk about other coins in the Telegram chats. After 3 years. 3 years the rules exist. 3 years.
3 years?
Well, even longer actually.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? People, man.
Almost 4 now. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. And yet and still. It's like it never happened. So it's one of those things, you know. This is what's difficult about this whole decentralized idea or concept. Because, you know, people need to bear some responsibility and typically they don't want to. So it makes it difficult.
And you got the other one, it's like the relief.
Phew.
Yeah.
Well, I was never followed, so I don't have that problem.
I just don't think it's like, yeah, he follows me, but I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I think people need to focus on what they're doing.
He follows me, but I don't even know if he actually ever sees something of me, and I don't really care.
Yeah, it just shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I even think what's bigger than the follow is if he puts you on his Hex Twitter list, because I know there's many people who only read that list. They read nothing else. So that's what you want to be on. I think all of us, we are on there, but I think that's even bigger than getting the follow.
Look,
I don't even know, but you actually get a notification if someone unfollows you?
You can set it up that way.
Okay.
It's like a badge of honor, Alan.
Yeah.
Alan just said, "I'll buy Beardcoin soon, Alan." Soon.
Beardcoin soon.
Talking about shilling shit coins, right?
Yeah. There we go.
That's it. This is how we keep the community tight.
Yes.
It's all just a test.
That's it. You're failing it.
Trust me, guys. Bitcoin is not going to be the next shiny thing. It's going to be the next beardy thing.
It's gonna be the next Bitcoin thing. The next thing is the next
hairy.
Bitcoin thing. The next hairy Bitcoin thing. Oh man.
Let's go. Oh, I forgot to download the video, didn't I?
Ellen, that's a pretty good idea. Stake a beard and get Razor as reward. Oh, you get
Razor cut.
Reward, dude.
Well, it's better than food. I'm tired of food. It's always food for some reason.
Well, this is true. Pancake, pickle. It has too many cream and all.
Sushi.
Yeah, sushi. Yeah.
They're really ruining my favorite food.
Yeah, didn't they have like a mangoes? Oh yeah, the mango one got hacked. That's one of my favorite freaking fruits, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, these bastards.
They ruined my fruit.
Disrespecting the name. How dare you disrespect the name of my fruit? But
if you ever had like the most fresh mango from like, what was it, Tunisia or something? It's crazy. You ever seen those?
I'm Caribbean, bro, so yeah. Something like that.
I've seen a video just like, it's absolutely non-crypto related.
Clearly.
You don't say.
Talking about
but
Food channel.
Right.
I came here for my crypto updates. What's up with this?
Yeah, no, we're talking about the menu, baby. What's on the menu?
Fuck validators.
We don't care about those things.
You need to leave that for Hexicans. They are the experts on food.
Yeah, let them.
People are not here for crypto news anyway. So
they are. Here for fun. Look, there are 69 people watching. They're all
today.
Screaming,
you're gonna learn about mangoes and that there is amazing things that exist in the world.
Kinetics, where are you?
So I don't know what you guys discussed on Thursday. I wasn't able to watch the show. But what's your opinion after Richard's last stream regarding the update itself for
Ivan on Tech?
On Ivan on Tech.
It sounds like we're closer to a launch.
I just watched the drama on Twitter, but since on Twitter everyone likes to cause drama and not actually discussing things.
Oh, you didn't know that's what Twitter was for? Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. I'm new there. I'm
right.
we take stuff and we grab it out of context and then we put it on Twitter and then create a whole narrative around it so that no one ever understands what's going on. That's what we do.
Exactly. That's why I wanted us to have some clarification talk here, even if not for the viewers, for us ourselves. I think it should be
well, we said it many times, right? No one gives a shit. Price needs to go up. Done.
Price is going up right now.
25% fee burning. Price goes up.
You want to know?
Also,
I'm sorry,
I don't know anything about security, so I will let experts handle that stuff. And then also, there were a lot of people saying, well, then it's just ETH proof of stake and then a copy. So what's the use case? Well, if you look at proof of stake and who owns that chain, basically, it's quite important that we have a second version of it that is a little bit better and has a bit of better minded control over it, I would say.
Yeah, not only that, but people talk about being copy-paste, but in truth, it's not as simple as that. Not only because changes will be done overall, of course, and more changes will accrue over time, but I'm sure the decision to change from one thing to the other was not an easy one, and it was not done lightly, right? People often discussed that the community was expecting one thing, but then they got another. But you can go down one path so far until you decide to actually correct your course, right? Because if you go through a path and you see there's a problem and you solve the problem, and then you bump onto the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, at a certain point in time, you need to decide, should we continue down this path or should we change to a better one? And the development process is very based on this. So even myself, last weekend, I was developing some code, and I was bumping into some limitations due to basically the what I was doing was making it very inefficient and very slow. And at a point, I had to decide: will I throw everything in the garbage and actually do this in a completely different way that's more efficient, or should I try to improve upon this version of the code that I'm writing? And sometimes you just need to throw everything out and start with a better version, or pick up somewhere else that's not your current path, and that will be better for the future. And if people understand this applied to the current context of Pulse Chain, people need to understand that by doing this, we will be able to not only improve upon the current Ethereum 2.0 consensus, we'll be able to accrue all improvements that the Ethereum team does to Ethereum itself, and just be as if you had two teams working on top of Pulse Chain, the Ethereum people and the Pulse Chain people, because we will be able to get everything that they also do.
And that is battle tested already. I think what you said, I think nobody should have an issue with that, really. I think the issue is, again, then the emotional drama that all this buildup of the delay so far had been to trying to build a brand new consensus system, and now all of that work or that waiting time is kind of in vain if we just copy that from Ethereum, you know.
That's
but
not my opinion.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but in my opinion, even that wasn't in vain, because not only it was done to develop PulseX itself, and the code will be the same and it will work on Pulse Chain. Even if the consensus is not the consensus code is not used, nothing stops us from adding delegated proof of stake further down the line.
Right.
And if we went down to the track of using the as the base code, the BSC network, and we fixed their bugs, then we would run into the problem that we have a total different consensus code. It's different from the BSC itself because we fixed the bugs, and by fixing the bugs, we had to change a bunch of things. We also are not basically the code is also not compatible with the Ethereum one, because now they went into a brand new direction, and so we would be stuck in our own ecosystem that we would need to maintain alone, and further improvements either to Ethereum or BSC Smart Chain we wouldn't be able to easily get. We could always try to adapt our code and implement the same things, but it would be more work than it will be now, since we are using the base layer of Ethereum consensus. So for maintainability and for future development of the chain, this path is also the best one.
Yeah.
And not only that, but development is not just writing the main code. Development is also finding out what works, finding what could go wrong, building the front ends. This is all work that's been done, and that's still useful. You can still use it.
Of course.
Like knowing what you want to do, planning out, setting up the infrastructure, and so on. Because you do need some seed servers to start the blockchain off. Like I think all the preparation, it's still valid to use that.
Yeah, and I saw a actual useful tweet comment from DevRoot, I believe, which was one of the people at the time developing and talking about bridges. I don't remember which which YouTube video she appeared on talking about bridges, but she actually told us where the error in the BSC code is on the dependency they use, and how that simple problem could affect all other instances of the blockchain, even showing the your coins on MetaMask itself. So people need to understand that even though it's only one bug or only two bugs, it can be enough to jeopardize the entire ecosystem if they are exploited. And as we saw happening to the Binance Smart Chain not so long ago, they had to basically pause everything to fix it. And that's not the goal going forward, right? And I think most people don't understand that, and people think, oh, it's just copy paste, but behind the scenes, there's so much more than simple copy paste that developers and people with a long-term view need to think about. So those decisions are not taken lightly. And in my view, by deciding to change the course, the developers and Richard itself is looking for the long-term viability of the community and the ecosystem.
I think the bigger issue is that we pretend that people actually want to educate themselves. I honestly think that's the bigger crux of the issue here.
Well, that's also true.
Not everyone. Some people want, but
yeah,
for
but
most it was enough to just live the life, number go up, get rich over time, have something where your money is actually still saved. It's enough. Because the average user has so much shit to do in his own life. Deal with friends, deal with family, deal with your children, deal with the government, deal with payments, deal with your car, deal with whatever your life throws at you. So there is not a lot of time left to deal with crypto.
Yeah, but even if those people are not here for actual information or to understand what the differences are, or if it's what's good versus what's bad, at least the people behind developing it need to understand that, and if they want something that works long term, they need to worry about it, and it's based on that they make those decisions, and people need to at least understand that those decisions are made for the long term of the project. Even if they don't understand why, they need to understand that there's a reason for them, right?
That's a nice one. Nate's takes. Everything happens for a reason, and there is something to learn from the change. Nothing is done in vain. Attention to detail. It's like, oh wait, did I click the wrong one? This one's good too. Being flexible is a must. Sorry, I wanted to actually click this one. Andrew Reynolds. If Postchain doesn't censor blocks like ETH does today, it will be the freedom chain. Another narrative we didn't have until copy paste. Another reason Postchain will be better than ETH. So, there are some things going on that they want to fix this. And if enough nodes just censor themselves out of fear, it's going to be a shit show on Ethereum. I hope that doesn't happen with Postchain. But that's like an ongoing issue. We'll see how it turns out. Maybe it's a nothing burger even on ETH.
Yeah. But it's important for people to at least acknowledge the change. Of course, people were expecting one thing and now they're crying because they're getting another. But again, it was made for a reason.
Thanks again for the $5. I watched, what is this? I watched a 10-minute show video. I did my own research. Wales sent me ethereum.org link. Learn, motherfucker, lol.
I mean, some people also cry because they invested big money, to build up their own validator server, and maybe that's
well. I mean, those validator servers can still be used. People
can
won't
still be
delegate
reconfigured
to them.
as a node, right?
Well, people won't delegate to them because now apparently, based on Richard's live stream, we won't get the delegation, any delegation right now. but they can still be used to just staking and become a validator node as any other. So of course it will probably need some reconfiguration. I'm not an expert on that subject, so I won't speak much about it. But it's not
David
money
Feder
thrown
is-
down the drain.
Yeah.
Right.
From what I understand, it's much less you have to do, because you're just one of 1,000 nodes instead of one of 30 nodes. So your throughput has to be less, your requirements are less.
Yeah.
For this space, everything is less.
Yeah. And it's always also better for launching earlier. That's why everyone was crying. We want to launch.
This,
now it's going to launch earlier.
I also have the concern that, because we're always dunking on other chains when they have a hack or an exploit, and that's the least thing we want to be doing if we, go live on Pulse Chain and then immediately in the first month or something we have a major hack or a bug. So that's why I'm totally in favor of going with something that is battle tested and audited, etc. And so it's a loss for those people with the validators, yes, and that sucks. But
I don't think there is a loss.
The better solution. People like Holdog, DFed, community members.
Those people knew what they're in for.
Yeah,
there are people who knew that this was a test net, that this might not be coming to fruition. They will be all right. And I didn't see anyone crying about it either. But even if they are, they should have known the risks that this might not happen. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is promised. There are no expectations. And from what I understand, everybody is happy and just adapting to the new situation.
Yeah, people can complain about the marketing itself that was done. But again, at the end of the day, what matters is having a chain that works flawlessly, because Solana can go down every day and no one cares. But if we go down, everyone will point their finger, basically.
100%.
Because we know that's how it was with HEX. Everyone was pointing the finger, even though it was working flawlessly. So now if the Pulse chain goes down, even for a day or an hour or whatever, everyone will point their finger again.
They will all...
we all know that, right?
They will all lose their shit.
Is that real? Oh my god. My friend, he needs more time. He bought 44k of Forever Mint coin.
Oh, the Voldemort
oh
coin.
My god.
Yeah,
the luck. Voldemort, the one who does not want to be named. Yeah, from what I understand.
Well, he needs to hodl for 8 years.
Tens of thousands to get here.
And then maybe.
Everybody who has the equipment or bought the equipment, they can still use it for everything. Instead of just one delegator, you just run, I don't know, 10 pulse nodes or whatever. They're gonna be fine.
So just for clarity's sake, what's happened is that now the process for validators is less hardware intensive. That's really all that's changed on their side. So now they have surplus, hardware that they're not going to have to use.
Right.
And this is the issue. So, it's like Das Brown was saying, these guys knew what they were doing when they got into this, situation, because, how do you know that this is what it's going to be? Nobody really knew. And this is unfortunately function of that reality, right? So, in software, you got to really be nimble, because you don't know what the best tech is until it is, right?
Another important thing that I want people to understand, and that's why I brought this conversation, is being compatible with other things and being able to move forward in an agile manner is very important. For instance, on where I work, we have a software, and we have version 16 and version 17 of that software, and no developer wants to work on the version 16 because it's completely different, very buggy, it's not forward compatible or backwards compatible. So every developer dreads working on that version, and it will be the same with blockchain. If you don't have an agile perspective and an agile way to actually move forward and develop and improve, your code will get stale, more bugs will pile on, no one will want to develop on it. So you want to keep your network as nimble as possible. So that's why it's important what's being done now.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
And if the validator nodes are now even stronger than they would be because the requirements are not as high, well, they can even work better.
How better, faster, stronger.
Everything should be faster, basically.
Slap a pulse on that.
Slap a pulse on that. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's probably going to be for the better. So we'll see what happens. Because either way, we're all waiting regardless. So it doesn't make much of a difference.
Speaking of wait, something cool that I found on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not sure where it is. I asked him.
Where
I
is
didn't
that?
get a reply yet. But that was posted by. One moment. File could not be accessed. There you go. That was posted by legendary Hexican.crypto. And he says, another day to shill post-chain POSIX hex. Just for the record, I'm not paid to do this by anyone. I did it because I strongly believe in this project.
Nice.
Wow.
I don't know. It looks like a hair salon or maybe a gym or something. I don't know.
Probably he owns the place?
Apparently. But I don't know enough. Maybe someone from the chat knows about him. Or his connections? No psizzle sign. What do you mean no psizzle sign? There is a psizzle sign. It was there before. Wait, I'm gonna
I thought
play
it was
the video
a
again.
car dealership.
Maybe it's a rap shop. I don't know. Yeah, there is the psizzle. The pool session. There it is.
Yeah, but doesn't
yeah,
that look like a gym? Looks like a gym.
Oh, it's Vegas car
I don't
rental.
know.
Oh, okay. This is where you
Okay.
can rent out the Lambos and stuff. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's
Nice.
exotic
Rentals.
rentals in California. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
The spam. Okay. We got it.
The spam. Here comes the spam.
Yeah. Thanks, Hexiquin. Yeah. So very cool. Very stylish.
And again, I don't see anyone promoting other coins like we promote HEX.
Yeah.
That's why that's why the community is what it is. And that's why I don't understand people that have been on the community for so long forgetting about it. And even though some are developers saying what they are saying in Twitter, it's like, why? You guys understand this. So why doesn't it make sense?
Yeah, it's frustrating.
You would think that out of all the people, they would understand the most. But, people...
Exactly.
Sometimes people are just focused on their pocket. They're not focused on anything else. Maybe they're not thinking straight, whatever the case may be. That's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, So.
Or maybe they just want engagement. I think 90% of the time is that.
Maybe. Yeah, could be that, man. You just never know with some people, man. It could be that. Could very well be that.
Elmaya, do you recognize this?
Oh, yes.
You do?
I think so.
So that's that's in Porto. That's like tourist attraction meeting place near the church at the top of the hill. I forgot the name. It was like Jera something. Juju, something with J. Geraro? Was it Geraro?
Geronimus?
Geronium?
Geronimo?
Geronimus?
Okay, wait, I have to look it up.
There's a place called Torre de Geronimus in Porto, so that's. But I don't think it's that. That's probably another thing. I think that's closer to the Crystal Palace, if I'm not mistaken.
Jardin de Moro. Okay, Jardim de Moro. Do Moro.
Jardim do Moro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's next to Mosteiro da Serra do Pilar. Yeah. So you have
basically
like
it's the Moore's Garden. It's the name in English.
Oh really? Okay, funny.
Yeah. More is Moore's, Jardim is garden.
You have like a really great view from there. Oh. You can see the whole city. It's really cool. And they had like a concert or something, and there is a path there, and I drove through that one with the HEX car. Everybody in front of everybody.
Nice.
Chilling.
Chilling like a billing.
But going back to what you just said, I really take issue with that. Like, if you say some of these people are doing it for engagement, I mean, that's fucked up. Like, they're then not on the same page, because we're doing all this here. Yes, we'd like to grow the channels, but only to have a stronger outreach, to be better able to shill HEX to people. Like, that's all I'm doing on Twitch. Like, I'm not doing this to be famous, or like, I had the DJ career back in the day. I don't need to have this again. This is all about promoting HEX to people that haven't heard about it yet, and that's what we all should be about, and not grow the channels for like personal gain, or
yeah, everybody
you
has
know,
their own agenda, right?
But that's stupid. Like, that's not why we're doing this here. Like, everybody come on the same page.
Yeah, basically come here just to share information with you guys and debate things and laugh a little bit. I'm actually, don't tell my
just
boss,
a little bit.
I'm working. It's in the middle of the day, so I'm on my lunch break.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here just to share information and knowledge and give my 2 cents, whatever that's
absolutely.
worth. I don't even, people don't even know I have a a Twitter account. I have like 100 followers or something, and I don't really care, because my goal is just to share information, comment on something that I think it's useful, or share something that I think it's useful, and that's it.
Yeah, and thanks for doing that. Because you obviously
nothing
know
will
what
change
you're
in
talking
my
about.
yeah, nothing will change in my life if I get more followers or less
Yeah,
followers.
No,
this shit is so funny.
Zero.
This shit is so funny. People be asking for followers. I'm like, what's the prize? What's the point? What am I missing? I've never asked anybody for a follow. What am I doing wrong? I don't get it.
So even if all crypto goes to zero, all of it, I still have my
everything else.
3 works. I work in 3 different things. I have my family, my daughter to take care of. Nothing will change in my life. So.
Yeah. They don't know about my Twitter.
They don't know about my Twitter. Yeah, that's one of the best memes out there, man. Jesus, it's funny.
I don't even go there that much, because I simply don't have that much time. So. But yeah, I think people are starting just to live for Twitter or for YouTube, and they forget that there are other things in life that are probably more useful for them to spend their time on. But yeah, Twitch, its own, I guess.
I mean, we all need followers, otherwise it doesn't work. But still, we should all have one common.
I mean, I think
one common goal. Ain't that right, Wales?
It should be something, that's organic, man. Like like nobody should feel like they have to follow anybody. Like, if you want to follow somebody, go right the fuck ahead. And if you don't. Why does anybody care? I like, that's what I don't get. Like, is there some type of judge and jury judging you by your follow count? Like, it doesn't matter. Everybody's doing their thing however they do it, and that's what should count. in my opinion.
I also strongly believe that whenever somebody is doing it for the views, you see that the content changes and people can feel it.
Yeah, because they're trying to
It's not
trigger
genuine
that.
anymore.
Yeah,
There is a disassociation with how you come across and what you're
Right.
really transmitting in the background. If somebody is providing value just for the value's sake, you will see it in a different light. You will notice it. Yeah.
For sure, I agree.
Just like, for example, I think it's Keftron. It is the one we had earlier. Optimus Keftron. Yeah, he's doing a lot of jib jabs and funny stuff like this. He's doing memes. I like to follow him.
Yeah, he does. He always
Yeah.
does those funny
The
little chart.
caricatures. Yeah.
Yeah, those little chart memes.
I got like the tortoise.
It's a turtle
Tortoise.
chart.
Yeah.
The turtle pattern. Is it bullish or not?
Yeah, you saw that turtle one. You saw that turtle one the other day. Yeah, that was a good one.
There it is, the turtle one. Yeah.
Shout out to RG3. We got the captain in the chat.
Oh, what up, RG?
Man, he's on a promo run
hey.
lately. He's
We
streaming.
need to get him on the stream and get
everybody's
him to
channel.
work.
Yeah.
He's been off on vacation for too long.
Look at that.
Get to work, sir.
Damn. Last
Yeah,
2 weeks, man.
he said last Hexicans Hangout, he said he's gonna come back again now.
Wow.
I think my only interaction. I think my only interaction with the RG3 was in the post chat like a few months ago. It was asking how to actually use the testnet and use the bridge. So,
okay. Man, I had a 1-to-1 private video call with him before he would let me get on camera. He's like, "Are you for real?"
Oh yeah, he did the same thing with me.
Oh really?
Oh, you some fuck boy.
No weirdos here. Let's see who the fuck you are.
Quality
was
was reduced. Now it's okay to just have clothes on.
Yeah.
Right. Now it's okay. Now it doesn't matter.
Minimum is just to have clothes.
But I passed. Goddamn.
Different days.
No, shout out to the captain, man. He puts in that work.
Yeah, he does, man. The work that we don't see, which is the work that never gets applauded.
So speaking of earlier of outreach and people just need to focus more on actually doing the work. So there is, for example, new work that is really cool and has been done by Philip Banks and one other guy who did the actual suggestion. I'm going to bring it up in a sec because I have to find it. So this is a card that has been recently designed in the HEX design channel. And they put this on like a plastic credit card size. Wow. And it looks really cool in real life. Wait, let me bring it up. And I also asked that we actually get the original design files from Philip Banks. He posted those too. So if you want to get that, copy message link. Here you go for everybody. HEX design. There you go. You got it in the chat. And sorry, it's taking a little bit. I have to throw in the video file. Now I can throw the video. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. And just throw it at people, flick it.
Fling it like
put it in a car, put it on a car. Just give it to your onboards or whatever. Somebody you just met randomly and don't have time to explain.
That would be
like,
so funny if
you go.
Throw it at
you
people.
Take this. We used to did this with catcher cards on the schoolyard. You would throw them, and the one who was able to throw them the farthest
Yeah,
he got to keep
I was killing it back then. But I was cheating too, because we had the stickers from the soccer, the soccer leagues, and I would glue 2 stickers perfectly together, so that way the card weighed more.
Yeah,
and I was able to throw it further
Classic
away.
Hexican.
True Hexican.
Always winning, no matter.
Little known fact.
Elmaya, you back? Ping.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Misclicked.
So yeah, that was it. And the original design or suggested idea came from who was it? Echo built Davin Hex OG. So this was the original design, and then Philip Banks made this one out of it. Really cool.
Nice. And everyone
we
can
got,
go there.
As I said,
sorry.
Yeah. As I said, we have the PSD file, so you can bring it to your local printer guy, shop, whatever, print it yourself if you can, and just hand them out. It's really cool.
And everyone can go there and say their piece and have new ideas. So.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add another thing while we were talking about Twitter before. If you guys don't want to promote something, don't engage, don't comment, because I see more about other tokens from people that talk bad about it than the people that are shilling themselves. So if you don't want to promote something, don't say anything about it. Like we usually say, there's no bad publicity, only publicity. It's the same thing, and that's why most likely what Richard does works is because people engage with it. So if you don't want to promote something, don't engage with it.
Pretty simple.
Hexiquin, what's your ad? Are you just Quinn?
Nah, I think it's Hexiquin on Twitter. Oh, Telegram? I don't know Telegram. Twitter is, I'm pretty sure it's just Hexiquin. Some variation of that.
Oh, does Baum? Can you put her back in? Nice.
Yeah, I just need the correct name. Live support. You see it here first. But the only band Quinn I see is just Quinn. It's not Hexiquin. I'm not sure if that's you. Wait, maybe I'm in the. Oh wait, I'm in the.
Let's do it live. Why not?
Yeah, let's fuck it.
We only have 100 people watching.
Oh no, Hexican, there it is. Removed by Victor.
Can someone kick Alan from the chat? He's shilling a shitcoin. He says, buy USDC to the moon. Kick him.
Okay, Hexiquin, you're unbanned.
USDC to the moon.
Yeah.
Hexiquin, homie.
So if anyone needs anything,
don't make me regret it though. Behave.
So if anyone in the chat wants something regarding Pulse Chain Telegram or any X Telegram, you can complain to us.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now your DMs will.
Yeah, fill him fill his DMs.
Just look for the tree.
Make him feel important.
There was always an option though. I have mod in all the channels. Like people come to me all the time and ask for unbans or double checking and so on. Like you can always come to us and let us check. I mean, obviously, if you did some seriously retarded shit and are annoying, we're not gonna unban you. But if it's just by mistake or something that has expired, we try to let everybody be in the know and still be available in the channels.
And if you end your sentences with "God bless you all," "Thank you all, sir, admin," usually works. This is a private joke because we had one person that was always sending the tweet, the messages with "God bless you."
It's Hexiquin's redemption arc.
So we also had the Hex logo featured on this German TV episode. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I was about to talk about that.
Do you have the picture?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was big.
Hexicans redemption.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Make another meme
This
on the
we're talking
this
about
one
this.
here. You see?
It's a search picture. Find the cool coin.
And the special thing about this one was that it's like we have two major television channels in Germany. It's like the first program, the second program. This is second, and is like I don't know how many eyes could be watching that. Hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. And it aired live, and it's also on their online thing that people can rewatch it. They put it out on Twitter. Of course, it didn't specifically talk about Hex. It was more about crypto in general versus the fiat banking system. But the fact that we made it on this intro page, and another 10 minutes into the segment, it was again shown on the big screen. That is pretty cool for us, because I've never seen Hex on major television like this.
Yeah, it just gets you into the mind space. It's like you've seen the logo somewhere else before, and then you see it here, and then you're like, oh, but this was this. I remember the picture somewhere, you know, I've seen it on the billboard.
For our branding,
I've seen it on
that's
TV.
a big win, you know. And it's also perfectly placed, you know, not in the corner somewhere there.
Yeah, and it's superposed.
Dead center.
And it's superposed over the others. Basically.
And then later during the thing, it was there, and so, and also this presenter,
she's almost holding it.
She's hugging it.
She was standing in front of the Ethereum logo, and then also the Bitcoin logos to the background. Lol.
So it was about crypto and about Bitcoin, and you know, so it's also targeting a younger audience. Try to break it down, like in a very German way, of course, you know, with the facts and all that stuff.
They gave him all the code.
They were also hedging. They were also hedging a lot. They were making sure, like, oh, don't put all your money in. It's better play safe. Use the CDBCs and so on that are coming up. Like, there was some bullshit in it. Not gonna lie.
Of course, bro. It's mainstream media.
You know,
it's mainstream media. It's mainstream. No, well, here's the problem. They're giving out the wrong information. So now anybody that comes into crypto is going to be looking for what? All the wrong things that are not crypto. And this is the problem, that we really can't defeat it. Not until we get money. It's just a fact. Like all this, we can do all the shilling we want, right? Unless the powers that be make Hex the next Bitcoin, it is not gonna be. It's just
we need to chill harder, man. We need to chill.
I'm not sure that's even the solution, to be honest with you.
Like those guys.
You gotta own media. I mean, you guys gotta realize. Look at the wall of misinformation they put up around crypto. Like you really gotta look at that, because that really says it all. They don't even want you to maybe get rich. They really want you wrecked. They want you buying Luna and stuff. That's really what they want, and we gotta be cognizant of that. We cannot accept any dictations from people that don't know anything. It just makes zero sense. We live in the future. They live in the past. Who cares? They don't know. Like anytime you talk to a person that is supposedly policy making, they don't have a freaking clue what's going on. Period. I'm not even being hyperbolic. That's exactly how it works. And these are things that we as individuals that are adults that need to be concerned with our future need to understand, because we need to be speaking up. You cannot let ignorance dictate your future. And that's what we're used to doing. And that shit gotta stop. Otherwise, you can't complain, because it's your fault. Just the way the cookie crumbles.
No, I agree, 100%.
And the cookie be crumbling.
One positive bit in there is still the logo recognition that people hopefully
100%.
You know, 100%. They've seen it there, and if they stumble across one of us on YouTube or wherever by accident, then
it's a
they
win.
might recognize it, and in that sense,
it's a major win, no doubt about it. Because
for the marketing, you know.
Yeah, but look at all the lengths they go through to block us from being on anything.
Yeah, with that as well, you know,
right?
with the gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Speaking of blocking, perfect segue.
That was the other
coin market cap. Yay!
Yeah,
Let's
coin
go
market
there.
cap. Fuck these guys.
You guys love talking about them.
Yes.
Look at
Yes,
this.
because they forgot to delist us again.
So what, man?
They're so
Like,
stupid.
I've never
funny.
seen a group of people besides Hexicans that love to talk about people that don't like them. I've never seen anything like this.
But the hypocrisy.
Who cares? They're behind the curve. And here's the funny thing. All these, well, never mind that. This is something you guys should know. All these companies that are out there professing to be in crypto, guess who their data providers are? CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. The worst. So when I interact with these quote unquote service providers on the private side, the legacy side, I clearly let them know. I point them towards the policy and their terms of service and all of that on their website, letting them know, hey, if you use this data, this is what you're doing. Because you're trying to tell me this data is valid. I'm telling you it's not. You need to use the blockchain data. And I give them the terms of service on their website, letting them know that they are in fact not liable for the data that they're using or promoting, which is really what's going on their website. Because that's a promotional website. And this is, again, where people are going to be misled. Because what's going to happen? Well, shoot, the next best scam is going to be promoted on CoinMarketCap. No doubt about it.
Yep.
No, well, many were already, so.
Exactly. Don't expect the trends to change.
Luna, all of them have been on the front page for
100%.
years and months and years, whatever. Yeah.
100%.
And not only that, but listed right away on Binance, Coinbase, and all the others.
Yeah. It's all coordinated. It's just like how central banking works on legacy side. Everything happens in concert. Everything is coordinated. Just like all of these full rules have the same script handed to them, and we're here believing that they're just acting on their own, recognizance, which they're not. They're clearly all manipulated, clearly all being told what to say. How is it that they're all saying the same exact thing that is incorrect and wrong and a lie and everything else that we can drum up with? Like, these are things we got to realize. How can you defeat a machine, a PR machine that's there to literally just shut you down?
And they didn't stream for the past 6-7 months, and now they're slowly coming back.
Yeah, because you know what's near, the bottom is near.
Yeah,
it's always like that, and they get so many viewers because people don't unsubscribe from them. And on the next cycle, this one has 2,000.
A little bit of that is a little bit of that, and then you also have the fact that the algorithms for these protocols are promoting those videos also, right? Because you better believe they know how to tag and identify whatever they want being promoted in these algorithms. They can manipulate anything they want on the back end for sure, and they in fact do. So just in case you guys don't know, it's documented on public record that these social media sites do in fact collude with government entities and any entity that is there to do their bidding. Really, it's on, like, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is on paper as fact. Okay, detailed in federal courts in America. So these people know what they're doing. None of this is a mistake. And we, as users of this stuff, these tools, these mediums of information, or these mediums, right? We got to be aware of what we're engaging, because we're putting ourselves at risk if we do not understand.
And there is another thing that we have to engage in, and that is
outro.